On April 1, MPs will take more money out of your wallet and stuff more money into their own. And no, that's not some type of bad April Fool's joke, although you are the punchline so often here in Ottawa. But in only a couple of weeks, MPs are going to crank up the carbon tax and crank up alcohol taxes. And on the very same day, April 1, MPs are also going to give themselves another raise. Now, a backbench member of Parliament, along with collecting dust in the House of Commons, also collects a salary that is currently $194,000. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's current salary is $389,000. Now, the pay raise will range between an estimated extra $8,000 for an MP, that's a backbencher, all the way up to an extra $16,000 smackers for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So after the raise, a backbench MP salary will be about $202,000. Trudeau's salary after the raise will be just north of $405,000. And that, folks, is only the tip of the iceberg, because since the beginning of 2020, MPs have given themselves 5 pay raises. Now think about what's happened here in Canada since the beginning of 2020. A pandemic, lockdown, job and business losses, inflation, a housing crisis, a record number of Canadians lining up at food banks. Well, that didn't stop MPs' pay raise anyways. Now, I suspect when you hear politicians say, we're all in this together, well, they're not talking about you, the taxpayer. They're talking about the gang of 338 of them here in Ottawa. And you know, MPs could stop the pay raise tomorrow, like they did back in 2010 to 2013 in response to the recession. But the silence from all political parties on the MP pay raise has been deafening. Now, here is the bottom line. MPs do not deserve a raise when they make your life more expensive with tax hikes. And on April 1, after the next tax hike, the carbon tax will cost about 17 cents per litre of gasoline, 21 cents per litre of diesel, and 15 cents per cubic metre of natural gas. And don't buy the government spin, the carbon tax is costing average families across Canada hundreds of dollars more than they get back in rebates. That is from the Parliamentary Budget Officer, the government's own independent, nonpartisan budget watchdog. And while Ottawa has been busy making your life more expensive with carbon tax hikes, the provinces of all political stripes have been providing fuel tax relief. For example, the New Democrats in Manitoba recently suspended their 14-cent per litre fuel tax. The Liberals in Newfoundland and Labrador, well, they cut their gas tax by 8 cents a litre. Alberta, Ontario, the Conservative governments there have also provided fuel tax relief. Now, you could be forgiven if all this drives you to drink, but too bad, because Trudeau is taxing that too. And you know, Canadians already pay more than half the price of alcohol when you go to the liquor store or the bar in taxes alone. And Trudeau is raising his alcohol taxes on April 1. And there's more bad news, because this tax hike is automatic. That means MPs aren't even voting on it in the House of Commons. Well, that is fundamentally undemocratic, and it's wrong. Now, I can't believe I actually have to say this out loud with my mouth, but it's wrong for MPs to be giving themselves a raise on the very same day they take more money from you through carbon and alcohol tax increases. It's wrong for MPs to take more money from struggling Canadians. Canadians struggling to heat their homes. Canadians struggling to fill their vehicles. Canadians struggling to fill their fridges with food. And MPs, they don't deserve a penny more from taxpayers. So now the question is, are there any politicians in Ottawa that will fight for you and fight to stop the tax and MP pay raise?